The Dalai Lama is a globally acclaimed Tibetan spiritual leader, but he is a human and can commit mistakes and gaffes. He is no stranger to pain and sufferings, and he will regret having caused pain and embarrassment to people by his words. Now, the Dalai Lama has apologized after an outrage over a video of him kissing a child on the lips and asking him to suck his tongue emerged. The top Buddhist spiritual leader apologized to the boy and his family with his team, saying he often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way. A video clip has been circulating that shows a recent meeting when a young boy asked His Holiness the Dalai Lama if he could give him a hug. His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused. His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras. He regrets the incident, said an official statement. The Dalai Lama Tenzin Gyatso, the holiest figure in Tibetan Buddhism, has lived in exile in India since 1959, when Tibet was annexed by China. The interaction, which took place in late February at the Dalai Lama's temple in Dharmashala, was attended by about 100 young students who had just graduated from the Indian M3M Foundation. In the video that has gone viral, one of the young male students approaches a microphone at the event and asks the Dalai Lama, "Can I hug you?" 87-year-old Dalai Lama tells the boy to come up to the platform where he is seated. Motioning to his cheek, he is heard saying, "First here," after which the child kisses him and gives him a hug. The Dalai Lama keeps hold of the boy, saying, "I think here also," and then plants a kiss on his lips. "And suck my tongue," the Dalai Lama then says, sticking out his tongue, forehead to forehead with the student. The boy quickly sticks out his own tongue and begins to move away, while the Dalai Lama laughs and pulls the boy in for another hug, as the audience laughs. The spiritual leader then speaks to the boy, advising him to look to those who create peace and happiness, and not to follow human beings who always kill other people, before giving him a final hug. The video triggered a huge backlash, with Twitter users denouncing it as disgusting and unbecoming. So the Dalai Lama is kissing an Indian boy at a Buddhist event and even tries to touch his tongue. He actually says, "Suck my tongue." Now, why would he do that? Tweeted user Juiced Brokers. Why is the Dalai Lama fondling this young boy and asking him to suck his tongue? Questioned Steve Peters. In 2019 also, the Nobel Peace Prize winner had apologized his awkward statement. Then he had said that if his successor were to be a woman, she should be attractive. If a female Dalai Lama comes, she should be more attractive, he had told the BBC in an interview. Last month, the Dalai Lama named an 8-year-old US-born Mongolian boy as the 10th Khalkha Jestan Thamba Rinpoche, the third highest rank in Tibetan Buddhism. But Beijing has accused the Dalai Lama of fomenting separatism in Tibet, and it does not recognize the Central Tibetan Administration, which represents about 100,000 exiled Tibetans living in around 30 countries, including India, Nepal, Canada, and the US. Meanwhile, sympathizers of the Dalai Lama believe he shares a special bond with the young minds. For him, the children of this generation are the main protector of the world and a conveyor of peace. My advice, or rather appeal to the children, is to focus on reducing this social disparity. Whether one is a socialist or not, one must think for the greater good of humanity. The Dalai Lama was quoted as saying while speaking virtually recently at the Fair Share for Children Summit. Now, what do the sympathizers say about sticking out tongue? They say, as per the Tibetan tradition, sticking out one's tongue is a sign of respect or agreement and was often used as a greeting in traditional Tibetan culture. According to Tibetan folklore, a cruel 9th century Tibetan king had a black tongue. So people stick out their tongues to show that they are not like him. This custom has a long history. In the movie 7 Years in Tibet, Hollywood actor Brad Pitt's character encounters a group of Tibetans who all at once stick out their tongues at him.